All right, I'm gonna wait a little while because last time I've been coming in really early. Shalom, shalom, Mishpachah. This is Yerd Yao checking in, and I wanted to come on here really quick and talk about what's going on. So, if you've been following what's going on in Israel with the genocide that's going on in Israel from false Israel, you'll know that recently I think it's the ICJ. It's an international court system that monitors war crimes, and I don't know what else they do. They monitor war crimes and issue, statements on whether something is legal or illegal. I guess it's a separate entity from the UN. I'm not sure, but you've seen over the past couple of weeks where they've, shown you this trial where Israel is put on trial for war crimes, right? And then you've seen the unanimous, decisions that countries have made, uh, against the genocide that's going on in Palestine and in Gaza. You know, you know what I'm talking about. Um, and there was one holdout, and it was the woman from Uganda. I don't know her name offhand, but it was the woman from Uganda that held out. And, from her position, it, you know, allowed for the UCJ judgment to be weakened. Do you see what I mean? You've been following the news the past couple of weeks. You've seen this, you know, come and go. And if you're, you know, deep into it and watching it, you'll know that people have been waiting on this judgment because they wanted the world on the world stage. They wanted some sort of response and some sort of acknowledgement to this, massacre that we're seeing in Palestine, right? And so people are waiting to see these judgments and waiting to see what other countries are going to say. And Uganda is the holdout that says that there's nothing going on. There's Israel defending itself, right? And it caused a huge stir in the international community, because she's I believe the only one. Period. All the other African countries agreed, but the only one that disagreed was Uganda. It's very interesting that 200 years ago, Theodore Herzl, eyed Uganda and Rwanda for the Uganda scheme, right? So, very interesting. But besides that, what's going on here? You see, after that, after the decision, after all of the things from the UCJ, hope I'm saying that right, you see that, I guess it came out a couple days ago, that this woman was promoted to vice president of the UCJ. So now, because she held out, she publicly gets this position basically over the council, right? Promoted directly up, direct in your face, right? And so all this is going on while Israel, false Israel, is committing this genocide, killing thousands of people. It's up to what, 30,000 people? 30,000 people, 10,000 children. I mean, just crazy numbers of dead people. And they're not stopping. They're bombing every day still. And the world is looking like, what is going to happen? What's going to happen next? Is anybody going to put a stop to this? America is supporting with weapons, supporting publicly, supporting diplomatically. Do you see what I'm saying? So they're right in there. The UK is supporting. Germany's supporting. And it's, a genocide. We're seeing a genocide happen right in front of us. It's happened before. Of course, the Iraq War was a genocide. All of these things have happened before, but this is the first time where it's live and in your face. And you can see that the only woman that voted for the war, basically, was promoted to the head of the International Council. That tells you that there is no justice, that they put and this is also what it tells you, that it was a test, right? This court system has to be aligned in some way with Israel if they promote the one dissenter, right? So that means that because the investigation took place, that means that someone in the top ordered the investigation. Do you see what I mean? So why would they order the investigation? To put out to all of their, do you see what I'm saying? To put out to all of their people who was going to be the person that was going to be able to stand with them, right? And forgive me if I'm wrong, was it South Africa that filed the suit for there to be an investigation? Either way, if that's the case, maybe it's not, you know, there's maybe some doubt in there, but it looks like that this was a test, a public test to see who was going to back Israel. And then once that happened, that person was put in charge of the council. So now, you know, I saw a post just recently. Now, what is this woman appointed to do next? What worse can you do? She's there for a reason, right? She's there for a reason. Now that they know for sure there's not going to be no more investigations because the vice president over the council is their ally, then there's nothing more that can be done, right? So what is coming next? Something worse than what's going on now? You betcha. And really, that's all I wanted to say. Be prepared for what is happening now to increase and then happen all over the world. I saw a rant from an Israeli, you know, talking head, primetime TV, you know, news analyst or whatever he was, commentator, calling for genocide in other countries. No matter who you are, we're going here, we're going there, we're going to kill them all. Kill all the Arabs is what he was saying. So you're having wild stuff right on TV, right in front of you. And man, 2024 is starting out crazy, starting out with a for real bang. You guys buckle up and stay prayed up. This is Jared Yao. Shalom, shalom.